The first time I ever led a workshop, I was terrible. I was reminded of that today. I was listening to something talking about facilitating and they were sharing some ideas. And I was thinking back and it was actually a nice memory, kind of how far I've come. And now when I lead workshops or give keynotes or whatever, the different ways I approach things. But this was probably 2009, 2008. I was invited to go to Mackinac Island up in Michigan to be a part of a leadership group, leadership weekend for CEOs from around the country. It was probably 25 people. The poet David White was there to talk to them and other leaders were doing sessions, and they asked me to do a 3-hour leadership workshop. And I had done keynotes before and I had written a book at that point with Tony Dungy on leadership. And so I had some background in that. What I didn't have much of was background in workshops. And so I thought, well, they flew me all the way here. They actually brought my family. They put us up at the Grand Hotel. And I thought I owe them 3 hours worth of knowledge. And I look back and think those poor people, even though I was trying to give them all this information, give them all this knowledge, share with them, I spoke for 3 hours. I was stressed. It was painful. I was exhausted afterwards, trying to make sure that I communicated a bunch of stuff. But I've learned that it's helpful to have some points and to have some things that I want to get across, but then to allow people to share, allow them to talk, allow them to draw on their knowledge, whether they're a CEO, whether they're brand new to the company, they have insights and they have things that they can share and we can learn from each other. And it also makes the time pass better when they're not having to listen to me as if I've got this information I brought down with these stone tablets and I'm going to share it. I do have some insights, but at the end of the day, the workshops work a lot better when people are interacting, when they're talking, when they're sharing, when they're getting points across, when we have a chance to try things out and somebody can say, hey, I tried that. And actually, here's a tweak and here's another idea. Much, much more effective. And so I guess my takeaway is that if you're ever at the Grand Hotel and you run into me, you don't have to run away screaming. We can just go hang out by the pool or play bocce ball or whatever that is. And I won't share 3 hours worth of leadership for you. I've learned not to do that. Have a great day.